Okay, we bring you this match. It just started, just had the break. And Laurie versus Johnny Kang. Box and Brook Thomason are going to commentate. Thinking Tiger Products and Hard Times Billiards. Good to go. As soon as box does
The draw?
Yeah. How you doing, Brooke?
I'm doing well, Daniel. How are you this fine first Sunday of the month?
I'm good. I'm a little delirious.
Still just so happy to have POV back here, streaming the first weekend
thanks.
of the month.
Yeah, it's been nice. It's a really nice day. 51 players today. It's good.
You had a long day yesterday. It didn't get done till almost 11 last night?
Yeah, and I was in the middle of a match with Bob Hoshima too. So we played till 1 in the morning or 12:30 or something. So you know me, I'm a diehard player.
I do know you. So we've got Johnny Kang versus Lorry Deleon. And this is like a throwback first Sunday. These
I know,
guys have
right?
been playing here for 20 years.
Well, Laurie, you know, he goes on and off now. You don't see him play a lot.
So he took a long break because he went back to work. He's now retired, and he's attempting to play more often. Whether that'll pan out or not, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I was joking around with him outside, and I told him I was going to say this, so I have to say this, but that he used to play good, but he used to play really, really good. He still plays really good, so.
I played him about a year ago in one of these tournaments, and I barely won the match. He played a safety on me, and
Is he looking to watch the hit?
yeah, I think
he's going to bring over Ron Rojas.
Yeah, he's got somebody watching the hit here.
Oh.
That was a thing of beauty, man. He did not have a lot of room to hit that ball. He hit
that really good. And
he hit that the only place you could, and
no
got no
reward.
love. No love.
Oh, look at this. A little carambola withdraw to come into that 9-ball.
Yeah, but there's margin for error on this shot. This will be a thing of beauty if it goes in.
Oh, no. He's just playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe he was trying to clip it off the rail.
Yeah, he was playing rail first, but he drew too far.
I'd have aimed a little. He aimed pretty straight at that ball. I'd have aimed a little more angle and tried to draw into it straight.
Without hitting the rail?
Yeah. Not that I would have hit it good, but.
Uh-oh.
Well, watch out for table 1. It will shark you.
Yeah, Johnny wants a refund.
So he played, I saw just a minute of, he was playing Jeffrey Ignacio here earlier and got beat?
Yeah. You know, I'm really
good match?
surprised. It started out to be a very good match. Johnny was coming on strong. But you know, you can't make a lot of mistakes against Jeffrey Ignacio.
No, you can't. He went on to beat Foch, and I think he's now at dinner break.
Oh, okay. I was joking earlier this morning saying congratulations in advance to Jeffrey Ignacio for winning this tournament. But you'll be surprised, man.
No, but I know what you mean.
There's a lot of
when people
killers
get in,
this
there's certain
tournament.
people that get in, and you're just like, oh, as long as he stays on the right side,
Yeah.
that guy's tough.
Yeah.
And he is definitely one of those guys.
funny too. You know, all the Filipinos show up too when he's here.
Oh, yeah, everybody- you should
just
see
bring,
all the-
bring any Filipino champion to Hard Times and every other Filipino in the area.
There's 42
The city
PIs
of
in the
Carson comes
stands.
to Hard Times Billiards.
And San Diego. And
Where's this cue ball going? Johnny has complained that this table's too fast.
But if you know it's too fast, then don't you make a change?
Yeah.
I should have knocked Johnny. He's my
No, it
homie,
just
but
takes an
like,
adjustment.
if you realize that's a problem, I believe that they play at a good enough level that they should be able to make an adjustment. I might not be able to make an adjustment. Like my level of play, sometimes I just have to make a ball. At their level of play, they should be able to take that into account and
Yeah.
tone it down or tone it up as needed for the table.
Yeah. So that's first game to Johnny. I'm gonna just quickly reach
Oh, sorry.
past you.
I got
no,
you.
That's all right. 1-0 in a race to 5. Wait a minute. This is a 1-loss match. It's race to 4. Yeah, Johnny lost.
Oh, you're
his-
right. You're right. I apologize. And I was thinking they're both pluses, so that would be, but they still, because they're both pluses,
They just
it's
play
still a
even,
4.
Yeah. Smashing break. And the 7 ball wanted to go in, but this table said nuh-uh. It looks to be relatively safe here. We might see Laurie play a masse shot. He might play to make this ball. Or can he see the whole ball? Can he see enough of it to make it without having to put anything on it? He can. See if Laurie can squeak by the 8 ball. He's got to make the 2 and get shape
Oh,
on
he
the
got back
3.
up, so he must want to look at it again.
Yeah. If he hits this 8 ball full, he might be in trouble. But if he just
Oh, he's shooting
he's
the
drawing.
other way.
He's drawing.
Shooting it into the opposite corner and going to come down under. Oh.
Oh, the 8 ball. The 8
Took
ball
that a
came
little
into
fuller.
play anyway. Forced him to scratch.
One of the when I first started playing, I used to play Laurie a lot. We used to have a Wednesday night tournament here that was an open tournament. We used to play, and one of the things
Oh, that's ancient history.
that was a long time ago. But one of the things that I enjoyed about Laurie, he would always draw a little circle, and it was only a circle a little bigger than a ball, as to where his cue ball would end up.
A circle. He drew a circle.
A circle, and his cue ball would end up inside that circle. It was to me back then. It was like black magic. I mean, it was so cool.
That kind of reminds me of Target Pool. Remember?
Yes, I
Kim
love
Davenport's
that.
game, Target Pool.
Yes, I had that when I was a kid. My dad got me that. Thought it would get me interested in pool.
We're gonna have Box join, but maybe you and I can do the next one.
Sure, yeah, no, I'm just saying, whenever I'm on matches, if you need a break to get some food or whatever, just let me know.
Okay. I was reading your T-shirt. I'm not admiring your chest.
Oh, well, both would be awesome,
That's true.
That's funny.
right?
Yeah.
Truman's got a T-shirt saying, "Don't try to understand women. Women understand women,
And they hate each other. That is a true story right there. Pound truth.
Lot of discussion in the chat room about the U.S. Open and all the stuff that's been going on in the pool world lately. So
brother.
I mean, I recommend everybody check in with our chat room. Forget our stream, just go to the chat room and hang out, man.
So Johnny came up a little short on this 5 ball. He's trying to figure out what he wants to do. Oh, okay. So I'm going to step away for a minute. I'm going to do the draw for the Russell Q for Mr. Box. And we will let you know who is the winner.
Oh, tough shot here for Johnny, and he's afraid of this. He's afraid of this pocket, is what it is. You can't. No margin for error on this. I don't know if the 6 is frozen. You know, he could bank into the 7, but just got to bear down. Don't worry about shape. I personally feel like he hit that too hard. But you know what? Slightly fortuitous roll, although now the 6 banking to the 7 seems feasible for Laurie. See how he's banking right now. He played a safety. Okay. Johnny Kang's going to go airborne. He's probably playing a bank on the 6. So he's playing a two-way shot. He wants to make the 7 or the 6. Ball in hand. Laurie probably tie this match up now. Nice touch there to bring the cue ball out of the pocket. And one apiece in a race to 4. Four ball down on the break, and doesn't look like Laurie can hit this one. Oh, he might be able to hit it. He's going to try to come around and find cover at the bottom of the table. Great job. Good shot. And a nice return. I don't know. Can Laurie get in there? It doesn't look like it. But he may masse between the 7 and the 3. No. He's kicking. Oh, the titty came into play here. Well, where this one ball is right now and the cue ball makes this layout extremely difficult. Very difficult to get shape here on the 2 ball. almost worth playing safe right now. Maybe try to play 1, 2, 3, 4 rail safe or 3 rail safe. 4 rail safe, rather. Maybe put some high karate on the cue ball just to keep it where it is, or where the 1 is. The only thing is that the 6 ball might. I think that's the shot he's thinking about, but he's got to be careful not to hit the 6 with the 1. Oh, he went the other way. 7 ball did not help him. Who won?
Roy Hicks. Yes, Mr. Roy Hicks. He was in the house. He came and collected his cue.
All right. Can't
Very
say I know the
beautiful
man.
Russell cue. He was a very happy camper. He had purchased 2 raffle tickets, and that was enough to get him
That's
a
good. That's good.
brand spanking new cue.
One ball frozen, I think, is what he's saying, or not. So he
Well,
wants
we'll
to.
see.
He wants to play safety.
Well,
He hit a rail.
if it was froze, he got to the rail. So I think he was. Sorry, I'm
No,
all,
you're all right.
I'm all
You're
sharing
all right.
microphones with Daniel. I think he was trying to get a little behind that 7 to give him a little tougher kick at it.
Yeah.
But this isn't. Can he see the outside of it?
Yeah, I
Just
don't
come
know
around
if,
it?
If he's gonna come across the face of it or hit the rail. He's going rail first. Oh no, he came across the
Oh
face on
my-
the 9 ball. Almost went in.
That I got to tell you, that's my kind of shot. You got to take every opportunity to ride that
Yeah,
9.
yeah, he was doing that.
And I'm
too.
going to tell you right now, Johnny's going crazy.
Why? He doesn't like that.
No, he's
didn't
a
know
he's,
about
he's
that.
a well.
He doesn't
I don't
like
know.
when people combo the
He's
9?
a run out guy,
Oh, I'm
so
gonna
like
have to play him that way then.
I well,
play him like
I
9
gotta
ball
tell
Bob
you,
style.
yes, a lot of people go a little bit crazy when you are looking for opportunities to ride the 9.
That's funny.
I don't know that it'll break him down, but he certainly goes, really? Like, you couldn't just play a safe there? You went for that? And like you said, Laurie definitely went for that ball.
Yeah, yeah. Well, he left an open shot. But now, does Johnny return the favor? Is he that kind of guy too, where he'll be like,
Oh, that I
you know
know.
what?
We'll see right
You
now.
try this. Whoa.
Oh.
See why?
Carambola, baby.
Yeah. I mean, I'm returning the favor.
Well, the
You
thing
try
here,
that on me, I'm gonna beat you at your own
if,
medicine.
if I can beat you
Give
with
you a taste of your own medicine.
the medicine, I will. If I can beat you running out, I will. I don't care how I win. I can win because you scratch on the 9. I don't care.
Bingo.
I just want to win.
Johnny Kang takes the 3rd rack.
And sometimes that's what happens when you ride the ball.
Yeah.
It hangs up in the pocket and gives your opponent a chance to go ahead and shoot it in the hole. So we've got a 2-1, Johnny over Laurie,
Yeah.
and a race to 4 here at the Hard Times first Sunday of the month tournament
Yeah, I
with
know.
POVPOOL. Mr. Daniel and Geraldine over there just doing all the busy work. She's making us stream. She's the woman behind the man, I tell you.
She's a great woman. She's a great woman. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with Box, and thank you, Brooke, for
The B&B show on POV. Here we
Yeah,
come.
B&B. All right.
But Box forgot my donut, so I might be mean to him, y'all out there. Oh, Geraldine saved the day. She has a donut. Box won't get in trouble now.
That's good. We had a last minute rush for the raffle tickets. Nice raffle. Nobody complained.
I had my cockpit partner right here. Pull the ticket.
Bam.
Now we through with that. Mr. Russell, thank you for your contribution.
Can you hand this back to me? I've realized I have to stop saying that bam a little bit because my niece who's 8 last night when I was trick-or-treating with her, she kept doing the like arms throw back with the chest out and she kept going bam. And I was like, oh, maybe I do that too much. So we've got a 2-1 race right now. Johnny made a short race of the third game to go ahead 2-1. And now this is where we are.
Laurie's back interested in playing again.
Well, like I mentioned earlier, he's now retired, so he's got a little more time on his hands, and he is trying to play more often.
Yeah, he's a good person to watch. And Johnny Kang, the name speaks for itself. He's built a following and a reputation.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, back in the late 90s, early 2000s, Larry, Bon, and Lorry, Deleon, they owned this place. Like, they just won every local tournament, every weekly event. Like, it was one or the other for probably, I would say, 5 or 6 years. They were 75%. One of those two was going to be the winner.
That's correct. You know, there's one thing about Johnny Kang. I think Johnny Kang has such a following that goes unnoticeable. Johnny Kang has always played with a sneaky peek. He always has a sneaky peek. He set a trend for playing with the black ferrule.
Black ferrule, he colored that in when he didn't when they didn't have black ferrules. Johnny would color his ferrule in because he liked the way that it just went away behind the tip.
Yeah. He plays extremely. He plays with extreme confidence and shoots with extreme confidence. They had an exchange between Laurie and Johnny.
Johnny thought that the 7 had moved a little bit.
Yeah.
Laurie said that he hadn't moved it. Unfortunately, we were talking, and I don't have an opinion.
We through with that. They seem to not have a...
Box says that, but you know we're going to be chit-chatty the whole night through.
Johnny accepted his explanation, so they continue play.
See, now this is a place where I might be looking at the safety. These balls are really close together. It's tough to roll out to get. I mean, the 3 is in a good spot. If he makes this 2 ball, he's going to be in the middle of the table so he can make that 3. But look at the 4 and the 5. The 4 and the 5 are tough. I might be looking at some kind of safety here. What about you, Box?
Johnny is actually contemplating the safety right now. And I think
Is he looking at shooting it and drawing it to the rail and back into the 7?
I think he's going to try to get behind the 7s, which I originally thought he was going to do. But from that angle, I'm kind of...
It looks like he's straight in the pocket. That's what I was confused about.
Yeah, but he's got the 3 ball. He wants to bag up and get the 3 ball and move the 7. Yeah.
See, I liked your idea. You just shoot the ball, aim a little more to the rail,
That's correct.
draw back and be on that 7
Be
and
on the
leave
7.
the 2 basically where it is now.
Okay. I'll call you. I think it would have been a better shot.
Broseph is saying that Laurie did move it. I thought there was a little more distance between the 2 and the 7, but like I said, I had looked away.
I was unsure, so rather than comment about it, I just left it alone. Let them work it out.
Well, it's not our place anyway. Unless they had called us to watch a hit, it's not our place to say anything.
Correct.
I had many an argument with a person in the stands who thinks they should just pipe up anytime somebody has a discussion.
You know, I'm not at all a fan of that, especially when there is a entry fee that everyone calls out.
It might be even worse when it's an action match.
You know what I mean?
Action match is tough.
I don't dig that.
Right here on table 6 one time, I remember I got into it with somebody in the stands. I was like, you do know that we can hear you down here, right? Like, my opponent can hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
You need to shut up right now.
That causes a lot of problems, you know, but there's since we're speaking about that, there is some etiquette that takes place on the tournament side, which is why there's a separation between the tournament side and the ball banger side. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Unfortunately, that's kind of a lost art, though.
Yes, it is.
I've wanted to do that for a long time. A pool etiquette booklet. You give the rules of pool itself, and then at the end, just a few etiquette rules. You don't stand up when your your opponent's shooting.
That's correct.
You don't talk when your opponent's shooting. Just the little things that we should know that unfortunately have been lost a little bit throughout the past few years.
Right. Even if you have I'm a firm believer, even if you have a entry fee involved, the only persons that can question
Exactly,
are the
Broseph.
two people that are involved. Anybody else can't say nothing.
The only time that there's an exception to that is if I ask someone
That's
to
correct.
watch the hit.
That's correct. That's correct.
And I have to put this out there. When there's a backer involved with an action match, a lot of times that kind of blurs the line because the backer will step up and say something.
Where I come from, the last time a backer said something, those big green
You
trash
get smacked
cans that
down?
sit behind the buildings. Yeah, they was found in there.
That was a nice setup by Johnny. He played for the combo and made a good combo. We've got some people being loud over here, but I think they're just in jest. I don't think it's any kind of problems.
They're matching up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they want to play Chris Robinson, young Chris Robinson.
Chris is getting ready. He told me he leaves a week from Tuesday for China.
Yeah, but Chris is, he played this cat a month ago and downed him, so they want a rematch.
Oh, yeah.
And
also they're having a tournament this weekend out at Terra's room.
That's correct.
And that's all to support Chris on his trip to China. So if you can, go ahead and make it out there, or you can donate to help him on his way.
Yeah, good kid, too. Very good kid.
Because, we're rooting for an American against all the Asian players.
Right. Good kid, very good. I couldn't think of another kid that deserves it.
A nice out by Johnny. Laurie made a, I think.
For Laurie to be off so long and to still be at this.
But you've noticed the shots that he's made a mistake on, they're that little bit, like he thinks he's aiming it. He scratched a couple times that aren't his normal scratches. And he said already that when we were outside and they told him he was playing on one, he was a little discouraged knowing he was going to be coming up on table one. This table can get in your head and make it a little tough. Yes.
But you know what, though? To show you how things work out, even with me, not that I'm a great factor of it, but a lot of the players in this room want to play on table one.
Really?
Because it's tight. The challenge is there. The challenge is there. Then you got people like Larry Bond who wants a 18-inch pocket, so you can pocket balls.
There's a happy medium there, Box.
Well, you know what I mean. In fact, I like the table myself too. The tight pockets itself, I love it.
I struggle with it because it's unfortunately because of the size of the pockets that when you try to force a ball or you try to do something, it doesn't accept it.
That's correct.
And at my level of play, that can be a determinant. It affects. It's going to make me. It's going to get more in my head.
Correct.
At this level of play, they should be able to adapt to that,
That's
and
correct.
it should be a help to them as
That's
opposed.
correct. That's
So they
right.
should want to play me on this table. Mm-hmm. Everybody should be clamoring to play the B players on this table.
That's correct. Lorry has 1. Johnny Kane has 3. Johnny's up for the break.
Right in the
Johnny,
pocket.
Johnny scratched on the break. I don't see any problems with the run out from here for Lorry. Lorry's looking at how the tape is holding the banner. I don't know if that's going to be a problem for him.
Well, there's certainly an out here. I mean, none of the balls are tied up. I would say the 4 ball is going to be your toughest get. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, he can either play a combination with the 4 and the 5 or come between the 4 and the 5.
Right. So he has options. It's
This
just
is
a
a-
matter of where he ends up on the 3 ball, what he's going to end up. Oh, okay. I didn't see that one. I thought he'd shoot that in the corner,
I
didn't you?
did too.
Right?
Maybe it's a method to the madness.
He likes that spin. That's that
Yes,
Filipino
most
spin.
That's correct. I call it the Nestor spin.
Well, please don't give him that credit. Nestor does like to spin his ball. Unfortunately, he seems to do it so much better when he's in practice
Yes.
as opposed to when he's
Bet
in a
six-
match.
Bet 6-6. the spinning stops.
Yeah. But that's no good because if you're going to practice that way, you need to shoot that way
Play
and
that
just
way.
let it be.
Oh, he's going to do like
And
I
he
said.
does spin the ball really, really well.
He hits the ball, the object ball, with good spin control.
Yeah, and when he tries to switch it up, it kind of gives him a problem.
Correct.
Lori's shooting,
combination like I thought.
Box's shot with the combo. Almost hung it. A little bit soft on that shot. He's looking at where he needs to get to on that 6 ball. Now, can he pull this? Does he have enough that he can pull it back so he can get on the rail on top of it,
He
or
might
does he
go
come
2
under
rails.
it? There it
Yeah,
is. He
2
came
rails.
under it, but watch out. Okay,
6
that's a
ball
nice
straight,
shot.
7 ball in the side pocket.
See,
roll
he
the
knew
rock.
he didn't have the good angle to come out to the one-way rocket.
That's correct.
Oh, we got people. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Sorry, we had a whole crowd of people coming in that didn't know there was a tournament going on.
Where is Eddie?
Nobody seemed to catch them, but it's okay. They
Eddie,
walked right.
Eddie's in
They
the
actually did
back.
okay. They walked right through and they went up there. It was all right.
Eddie's at the back board there, so he should be able to take care of that. No heart.
So
Alex.
Laurie made a nice roll in on that 7. He's going to pocket this 8 ball.
And roll down and pick up the 9.
And
Good
nice
shot.
little rush
Yeah.
off that
Yes,
side
it
rail.
was. Nice.
One of the nice things about this, I do like that it is winter break. I enjoy that. There it is. So we're going to have a 3-2. We are racing to 4. This is a one lost side, left side match.
You know, this it's one thing about Johnny Kang when he's sitting down, contemplating and looking at the match. Johnny can wear a piece of gum out.
He does like to chew his gum when
Johnny
he's
wears
playing.
a piece of gum out. Look at here.
He's handing me back my charger.
All right, we got Lorry on the break. The 7th rack. 4-2 is the score.
6 rack.
Excuse me, 6th rack.
Because Box likes it when I correct him and be the dominant person in the box. I was told this by him, so I'm just letting you know.
I love that.
So Laurie actually parked the rock pretty good in the middle of the table, but unfortunately that one ball is not in a good spot.
No, it's not. Now, he can probably play it straight back to his left.
For
But
me, at a lower level, I'm looking at just clipping the right side of that one ball and trying
play
to send the
safe. That's correct. Go 2 rails and bring the
Yeah,
bring the
'cause-
rock back down here.
because the 7 will hold the one ball into the center of the table, and you can just run the
Yeah, the race might
Run the
dictate
rock.
this though. Yeah, he shot your shot.
booyah. Ooh, did he get a little lucky with that 3 ball?
Oh, yeah,
I think
got
he
a little hook.
did.
Yes, he did.
Nice.
Did he apologize for it? Because you know most 9-ball players when they get lucky on the hook, I'm sorry.
I don't. That's Melissa Herndon's thing. Don't be apologizing to
What you
me.
gonna
That's what you
apologize
were
for?
playing for.
That's right. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant to get here.
I meant to just stone hook you. I didn't mean to just baby hook you. So he's gonna kick. It looks like long rail at it.
Johnny has a very good form at the table.
Were you a little surprised that he chose to kick that ball? Because it was a clean jump, and Johnny's actually a pretty good jumper.
I think what he was trying to do was tie the ball up.
Oh, if he hits a little more
That's
onto the
correct.
left side of
He
it,
was trying to
it can
tie it
send
up.
it into the other balls. Okay, I'm going to step away for a minute. Leave Mr. Box here. I'll be right back.
I'm jealous. Don't nobody come and get my girl.
I got the finger waggle. I got to go. It's my bestie now. We're besties. Thank you.
right, cats. Laurie's looking at playing the 9-2. The 9-2 combination and trying to get back down to it. Johnny Kane always sits down when he's playing his opponent. And I don't know if that's by habit or design, or is that a mechanism he uses to keep himself relaxed, but you hardly see Johnny walk around. Good attempt, he hooked himself. He's looking at twisting the 9-ball, excuse me, he's looking at twisting the 2-ball into the 9-ball. Yes, he might have scratched. Got away with it. Hard Times owner, Eddie, would like to thank everyone for tuning in. I would like to thank you guys for tuning in. POV, Miss Geraldine, I am her assistant director, program director. I love Miss G. Mr. Busch, I'd like to thank them for giving me the opportunity to get on this mic and kick it with you cats from time to time. Unfortunately, you cats might be listening to the last time you hear Box on the Line. And with that said, I want to thank you for listening and making me who I am. The next time our paths cross, I hope it's on POV, but if it's not, I want to thank you cats, Miss G, for putting up with my nonsense, and Daniel. I want to be on the stream TV, so I'm going to give myself more time to practice. That was a good attempt by Laurie. My wife is telling me I have to slow down, my wife. John. Hello, John. What do you guys think about that thing that took place at the U.S. Open? Score on this action table is 2-3. Johnny Kang's up front. This is the 6th rack. Jay Helfer walking away from that tournament director position that he had at the U.S. Open. I'm sure there's a lot of controversy about that. Rodney Morris, my partner. Rodney stays in it. I like that dude. Brandon Chef. It's my other partner. He socked one off earlier. I dig that cat too. Laurie shot that deuce ball cross corner, pocketed real easy. Laurie is a very experienced player, even though you haven't seen much of him on the stream or in other tournaments. He's a very experienced player, and I'm sure Johnny Kane has a lot of respect for him. He don't like that angle. That angle is going to give him a problem getting to this 7-ball down here. But his demeanor around the table, his calmness around the table, whichever shot he decides to shoot, I'm sure he'll execute it real well. Yeah, good shot. Good shot, good speed. Good speed. He pulled it away. Oh, he got a shooter's roll there because he actually pulled that ball away from it. A shooter's roll. It's tied up, 3 apiece. In this format, winner of the rack breaks. This match hasn't generated a lot of attention, only from those who know what's taking place on this table here, especially with Johnny Kang involved. I've seen Johnny Kang knock off some of the most heaviest hitters in the United States in this venue. He's done it with a very calm demeanor. He doesn't practice a lot, neither does Laurie. It's tied up. We got the break for the 7th rack. This thing here is going to go for a long time. I'm gonna hang out with my crew as long as I can. I'm gonna stay here for the duration, I believe, unless asked otherwise. Lorry has a dilemma here. He's got the 1 ball and a deuce ball in the same location, Brunswick Avenue. He may go back to shooting that, chipping that 1 ball and going 2 rails to the rock. Looked like he's trying to pocket the deuce ball. I don't believe that. Oh. I don't know why he shot that shot. Yeah, Johnny played a smart shot. At this level, at this juncture of the game, 3 apiece, you want to let your opponent make the mistake and put him in a position to make the mistake, and that's what Johnny just did. Put him in a position to make a mistake. Let's see if it works. No, it's 3-3.
I'm back. We got hill action.
1 ball looked like it's froze over the rail. I don't know if I turned.
Did they call it froze?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know if they turned it.
It's just so funny. Like, I just keep looking at these two and feeling like this. I feel like it's 20 years ago. I feel like I'm still, like, supposed to be telling people not to, like, run around with their skateboards and all that stuff.
Yeah. It looks like to me that Laurie's going to try to end it here.
Oh, I like that angle. Coming down to the bottom rail and back out. I like that.
Yeah. He's going to have to put a little spin to this ball and get it down into that
Actually,
ball.
he came out too much. I think he was trying to be under it a little bit more to use the natural angle.
I hope he ain't trying to pull it.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Nice little off the rail.
He's doing a heck of a job here.
Well, from being 3-1 down and battling your way, it's always nice to get back. He's in the control of his own destiny at this point.
Well, we both know him pretty well, and he doesn't have the ability, or he didn't have the opportunity to practice as much as most guys do.
Agreed, but
he still plays real.
I think what hurt Johnny the most, though, he scratched on 2 of the breaks.
Yes, he did. Johnny lost control of the white ball.
And when you play this level, it doesn't matter how tight the pockets are, whatever. When you scratch off the break and don't have control, even if you're playing safe off the break or whatever you're doing, you're still in control of the game. When you're scratching off the break, you lose that control, and it's going to cost you.
Yes, it is. That's unusual, too, for Johnny to lose control of the cue ball during his break.
Well, Daniel was saying that Johnny has complained that he feels this table rolls a little fast. So he may attribute the losing the rock on that spot to that.
Well, you have to remember, too, look at the lights that's on the table now.
This is tough to play under. I got to tell you, it's hot. You get a
Lights.
glare that you don't normally get. Oh. He's got a long shot with a bit of an angle to it right here.
Depending on this shot, Johnny might concede the game.
Does he do that a lot?
No, he doesn't.
So many guys around us playing one pocket right now for the money. I just want to jump up and be like, who's my fish?
Even Daniel was in action last night with...
And that's the thing. He hit that dead straight, and I felt like he needed to throw it just a little bit of spin to
You know
it.
what that is? That's loss of concentration.
Is it loss of concentration or letting the table get in your head?
He knew that he was going to make that ball and was thinking of something else other than pocketing that ball.
I just feel like he's sitting there looking at this table going, I know this table plays tight. I'm afraid I'm just going to shoot it hard right now.
But he lost track of what he was doing.
Johnny's happy. He's back at the table. This isn't an easy shot, but he's shooting, and that's always something.
Beautiful drag shot. Took something off of it.
So Johnny has a very similar shot to that 7, just a little bit of angle. Just got to make it, and you're going to have a shot on that 9, either in the side or the corner.
I'm expecting him to pocket this ball.
Skateboarding is not a crime, plane rider, but when they walk right down the middle of the tournament room with all their skateboards banging into the tables, it's a little bit of a crime. And Johnny closes it out.
Johnny knocks it off.
We get a handshake. These guys have known each other for 100 years.
Yeah. Laurie had this game. He's got to be disappointed with himself.
Yeah, he tightened up on that ball like you said.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry about that. That's the wrong way. So we don't know who we're going to have up here next.
That's one thing about the new tournament director, Chad. He's doing a good job in keeping solid players on the stream table.
He is doing good with that, but also his main thing is just keeping the tournament running smoothly.
Keeping it moving.
So we're getting people, and sometimes there's a little downtime, but that's because he's keeping the tournament running smoothly.
He's doing an excellent job. Excellent job.
But a big shout out to Marie, who's expecting a baby in March. Yeah, she Facebooked it. little girl in March?
I gave a shout out to her earlier.
So I'm going to go do a walkabout and see if we can find out who's going to be up next. You're going to be in here with Daniel? Well, we got nothing to talk about now. Come on, Box. What you want to do? Let's get up. We'll play some one pocket. I'll take a little 10-4 in the breaks, all right?
Here you go.
10-4 and the breaks.
Tell your dad I said hello, too.
I definitely will.
You know, you do have a little fan club around here, so it's time for you to go check in.
Yeah, I got to do a walkabout. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I try to do high fives, but sometimes I get pulled in. I'll be back.
Until the next match. See you later.
Yes. I watch these guys play, and I'm like, can you just get me in the box with like any of these guys out there that want?
Since this is my last time, cats, I'm going to hang out with you as long as I can. After that, that's it. I'll be done with this. Now, here's what's going on. We still have a lot of people waiting on matches, and we have maybe 23 tables in action. It's a long time since we had this many players for the first Sunday 9-ball tournament. It's a good thing to see. I'm sure the owner is very happy. We have a lot of guys in action that I don't know. Some I do know. Mr. Bond is on table 9. Nick is on table 8. Lewis and Luis is on table 7. There is an entry fee. There is an entry fee on table 7. Entry fee is a better way of saying it. Even Filipino Fred is on table 5. He's still in. They were playing captain on table 6. They're not playing captain anymore. They're playing head up one pocket. Cab driver and junkyard. Quite a few cue makers are in the room too. 4, 5. That's not unusual, but for them to be participating in the tournament, that's unusual. The raffle that I had went pretty easy. A lot of people tried to get in at the last minute, thinking that there was more tickets sold than they thought. And when they found out that it was not an extreme amount, everybody tried to jump in at the last minute. I still got people now coming in and wanting to get into the raffle thing for this particular queue. All right, cats, I'll holler at y'all later. I believe they done turned everything off anyway. So I'll holler at y'all some other time.